Hello and welcome back to the KCC channel. I'm Rob and I hope you are having a wonderful day today. Today I have two stories for you, both with epic updates, one from the relationship subreddit and one from Am I the Butthole. Before we start, if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It's completely free and you can always change your mind later. But if you stick around, my friend Carmen here just might have some cookies for you in the near future. Alright, on to the stories, let's jump right in. This story comes to us from a deleted account. My boyfriend and I had an argument regarding his female friend, and I need to know the best way to approach her to fix this. My, female 22, boyfriend 24 male, has a friend, female 24, who as far as I know has never been in a relationship. Ever since their friendship started, she would give my boyfriend a Valentine's gift every year. A few days ago, I brought my discomfort about this since I'm currently his girlfriend and told the friend I would appreciate it if she respects my request to stop giving him Valentines. She disregarded my feelings, so I brought this up with my boyfriend, who also disregarded my feelings, which led me to saying some hurtful things about the friend, and even accused her of being in love with boyfriend and trying to keep him to herself. Ever since then, he's been ghosting me. He doesn't even come by the restaurant I work at anymore, where we met. I figured the best way to handle this is to talk to the friend. I still have her number. I also know where she lives and works. What's holding me back from talking to her is that I'm afraid that boyfriend told her what I said about her from our argument. What would be the best way to approach her? OP added an edit down at the bottom of this one. It says, edit. Yes, he did tell me, I think we should break up. And yes, I called the friend a virgin loser. And yes, she performs this Valentine's gift-giving tradition to all her friends and parents. I didn't mention these because I didn't think they were important. I just wanted to focus on making up with my boyfriend. I guess I didn't see what I requested was a big deal. I didn't think it would get this serious. There were a lot of people that were sympathetic and agreed that I was reasonable, and I appreciate that sentiment. Although I would have appreciated more if they gave me the advice I asked for. That's why I came here. I guess my Valentine's has become my sad, considering this was the factor of our breakup. I'll stop contacting him at least until Friday, give him a few days to reconsider. Maybe the next time he sees my text, he'll realize how much he misses me. Jumping down to the comment section on this one, there's one from a user called Plu Panic. It says, he hasn't responded to you for a few days, which, from your post, seems abnormal. When you said the hurtful things to him, how did he react in the moment? OP responded to this one and said, he got quiet, but I can tell he was angry. I thought he was going to yell, but he didn't. Now he did say, I think we should break up, but he told me he thinks we should. I don't believe this is final. He probably just needs time to think, but I want to get through the friend first before things get worse. Another commenter down below called Shy Girl for Life says, he said he thinks you should break up. He broke up with you when he said that. He hasn't talked to you in days. It's over, move on. Nothing you can do. The advice you're seeking doesn't apply because he's your ex. This guy said to you, I think we should break up, and he's ghosting you? Yeah, that sounds to me like it's over, and he doesn't really want anything to do with you. It sounds like you're still really hooked on him though. I think you need to start working on that. Alright, let's jump into OP's update now. Alright, OP's update is titled, Update, my boyfriend and I had an argument regarding his female friend, and I need to know the best way to approach her to fix this. Granted, I knew this was a long shot, but I decided to contact the friend. Someone suggested me to show this post to my boyfriend, but I didn't do that because I thought he would ignore it just like all my other texts and calls. Instead, I decided to show some of the replies I've gotten to show the friend that this is weird behavior between friends. I'd ask if she can just be honest for once that she may actually do in fact have feelings for my boyfriend. She replied that she would like to speak in private and invited me to her apartment. This all happened yesterday. What I thought would be a conversation about trying to understand each other instead turned into a big dunk on me. She told me the reason she's telling me this to my face instead of through a text is because since I'm acting immature about this whole thing, I'm going to talk to you like a child. She felt that even just the little things about her life that I shared with strangers and then showed their distorted judgment towards her was wrong. Pretty sure you'll share this too, but as soon as I finish what I said here and you walk out of here, I'm blocking your number and try not to think of you ever again, just like boyfriend's name is trying to. I then brought up some family issues she would share whenever she just wants to get some sympathy. She yelled at me and said that's her life that she shares with her friends, and said I'm talking about her life to strangers to get your own sympathy. She then said, unlike you, I don't judge people's value based on relationship status or if they have nookies or not. Boyfriend's name is an awesome person. He deserves every good thing in his life. I thought you can be one of them. I thought you were a funny and sweet person, and I liked how you made him smile. Now, whenever he thinks about you, he gets upset. And, by the way, you two are definitely over. And no, I'm not going to help you understand about my lack of love life. There's nothing to understand. This is my life, and you're not involved in it, and you never will be. And you'll never be involved in boyfriend's name ever again. I was trying not to cry during this berating. Even when I broke down, she still kept talking while I couldn't even get a word in. I said I just want to talk to him, but she kept telling me to get out. When I calmed down a little in my car, I called my boyfriend. It automatically goes to voicemail. That's never happened before. I called again, and it goes to voicemail. I think he finally blocked me. I think we are over. I think it took me like 30 minutes to feel okay to drive. My friends and roommates tried to comfort me, but I was too exhausted, so I just took a nap. I'm still not feeling all that great, but I'm gonna try to move on. Jumping down to the comment section on this one, there's one from a user called Maggie. Sure. It says, I'm so confused. I clicked the link and read the comments, and I'm just so baffled how you read all that and somehow thought internet strangers were on your side. Like, what kind of insane cherry picking did you do to find comments that supported your stance? Another commenter down below called TMCHD said, you must have dug deep to find those because majority of us in the previous post told you not to harass or contact her and to leave it be. You refused the majority consensus opinion. I'd say over 95% already told you that he's broken up with you and to not approach her again, since you screwed it up by approaching her and yet you just chose to not listen. But some people, you, do not listen to common sense advice and have to do the hard way and got berated by his friend, whom, in my opinion, had every right to get upset at you. Sigh. Move on, move on. Finally, you're going to take the advice of many who have told you to just move on. By the way, OP's ex-friend, if you find this post, you got it right. OP here is acting immature. She called you names, ignored the consensus that she should not have harassed you and her ex-boyfriend. It's very nice of you to basically tell her to her face. I would have just blocked her, and if she kept harassing me, I'd probably just get an RO or something akin to that in the end. I'm amazed that this girl still wanted to give OP the time of day. I mean, OP called her a virgin loser in the first place. I probably would have just blocked OP and moved on with my life because OP doesn't seem to be all that stable. All of this time saying, my boyfriend, my boyfriend, my boyfriend. No, he's not your boyfriend. He broke up with you a while ago. You're the one who just hasn't accepted that yet. It's time to do that now and move on and not be so attached. This story comes to us from General Nothing 5798. Am I the butthole for not wishing my mom a happy birthday and then not letting her come to our house? I, 25 male, have a wife, 24 female. For the sake of the story, let's call her AmITheA. AmITheA and I got married 2 years ago, coming up to 3 years in June. We have recently just had our first baby, a beautiful baby girl. My mom was never a huge fan of my wife for reasons I will never know, but I don't care, as I love AmITheA so much, and I've had to defend her against my mom multiple times. My wife's labor lasted much longer than we expected. She started on Thursday evening and delivered our baby on Monday during the very early hours of the morning. As you can imagine, it was a long process and she was exhausted, and so was I, as I wasn't sleeping unless she was asleep. My mom's birthday was on the Saturday and she had a whole party planned out. AmITheA at this point was in awful pain very consistently, meaning I was constantly by her side doing whatever she needed me to do, meaning that the Friday night, we got no sleep. So when Saturday came around, we both were fighting to sleep and could barely stay awake. Because of this, I just completely forgot it was my mom's birthday, as I didn't really look much at my phone, and if I did, it would be for entertainment for my wife and I together. We both agreed beforehand that when the time came, we would send the initial text that the baby was coming, but that would be it, and we wouldn't respond to any other text until after. Well, my baby girl was finally born, and we announced it to our family. Then I got to replying to my messages from the past few days, and that's when I saw my mom text about it being her birthday, and she sent a few more after, expressing her anger for me not getting in contact. So I called her up apologizing, but explaining that I genuinely forgot and it wasn't intentional. She went on to blame my wife by saying she purposely went into labor right around her birthday in order to steal the spotlight from her son, which I found really weird to say. From this comment alone, I got annoyed and just told her to leave me and my wife alone, and that she isn't welcome at our house for the next few days. She can't wait till she's over her fit to see her granddaughter. My whole family have been calling me a butthole and that I'm a bad son for not remembering my mom's birthday, but I'm an even worse son for not letting her meet her grandbaby. It's annoying because all we want to do is enjoy our new baby together, just the two of us, without anyone being a bother. So, am I the butthole? Jumping down to the comment section on this one, there's one from a user called Pinebox Waiting. Ouch. It says, not the butthole. It's cute that your mom thinks your wife is talented enough to go into labor on command. It's bizarre that you're the only person in your family who realizes the world doesn't revolve around your mom. Keep to your boundaries, daddy, and congratulations. OP responded to this one and said, I mean, I know my wife's amazing and all, but she isn't that talented to go into labor on command, but thank you so much. Another commenter down below called Bobbledrew said, wow, it's rather amazing to see that your mother has gotten so much buy-in for her narcissistic behavior. You are doing right by your family. Set stone walls up around behavior and words and guard them zealously, not the butthole. OP responded to this one and said, yes, I always will. My family comes before my mother. I'm going to raise my daughter to know that her own family comes before me and her mom always. I can't help but think that everybody here except for OP and OP's wife is an absolute butthole. They're having a baby, they've been in the hospital for quite some time, and it's exhausting, especially sitting there and watching your spouse in so much pain. I know exactly how that one goes myself. Alright, OP updated this one twice, let's check out the first one now. This update is titled, Am I the Butthole for not wishing my mom a happy birthday and then not letting her come to our house? Hi, firstly, I wanted to say thank you to everyone for your advice, and it really made me realize how serious this situation is. I took the advice and decided to post an Instagram and Facebook post before my mom got a chance to. In the post, I mentioned what my wife went through and purposely left in that she would never want to forcefully go through that, just to make it clear to my mom and family what the truth is. We announced that whilst we soak up our newborn, that uninvited guest won't be allowed into our home, so please respect our privacy as we take time as a new family. This worked, and I got a lot of friends and even some family commenting their congrats to us. My mom has since asked when she can see her granddaughter, and we have just said that she will see her when she fixes her attitude towards my wife, as my baby won't grow up to see her mother treated like she is nothing. Also, the fact that my wife never deserved to be hated in the first place. We are going no contact for now and are as happy as we could ever be with our new baby girl. About my family, we have sent them a message with the full story, and now they feel really awful about everything. Originally, my mom told them that my wife got induced and that she took some medicine to slow down the labor. I don't even think that medication exists, because apparently that's what I said on the phone, which is obviously not the truth. And my mom started claiming I did that to compete with her. My sisters are only young and didn't question my mom, but now have been nothing but supportive. That being said though, I still have my guard up for now, just in case. Thank you again for your advice and all your kind words to me and my wife. We really appreciate it. Jumping down to the comment section on this one, there's one from a user called BlueBeing22. It says, "You have one job right now, and that is taking care of your new little family in whatever way you need to. One of those ways includes keeping toxicity away from your wife, your baby, and yourself. Really, that is all. Not the butthole, and congratulations." OP responded to this one and said, "I agree, thank you." Another commenter down below called CBM984 said, "Ah, yes, let's slow down the labor process because it's so enjoyable. Your mom is next level selfish and deluded if she, 1, believes the only thing you and your wife were focused on during the birth of your child was ruining her birthday, and 2, had to come up with that story in order to try and gain some sympathy. Good for you for going no contact." OP responded to this one and said, "I love the sarcasm, laugh out loud, and agreed, she's very selfish." So ladies, I gotta ask you a question. Is there any way on God's green earth that you would want to extend the labor process because of your mother-in-law's birthday? Yeah, I'll just take the extended labor, thanks. Oh, no problem. We'll just get through it. It'll be fine. Alright, OP updated this story a year later. Let's jump into that one now. Alright, this update is titled, "I forgot to text my mom happy birthday when my wife was in labor, 1 year update." Hi, so I'm the guy whose mom claimed that my wife went into labor on purpose near my mother's birthday so that my wife could steal the spotlight. I forgot to text my mom happy birthday due to my wife being in active labor and being sleep deprived. We decided to go no contact after our baby girl was born. We only planned to do that for a little bit, however, it has been a whole year. My daughter turned 1 a few days ago, and it's just been the best year of my whole life. She is just perfect. However, my mom never stopped with her attitude she was giving us, meaning she still has not met her grandkid. It's been a whole year, and she still claims my wife went into labor on purpose. My siblings that I do have contact with have met her and do adore their niece. My mom still follows me on Facebook. I don't have her blocked on there, but she's definitely upset that she hasn't met the baby yet. Her own fault. Thank you again for all the love and support. It really was much appreciated. I just can't believe for a second that it has been a year. Jumping down to the comment section on this one, there's one from a user called Excentria Galambit. It says, "Wow, what a narcissist. I'd be delighted if my daughter had a kid the same day as my birthday when she's older. I think it'd be awesome to share a birthday with a grandkid. Stay strong, Dad. Hopefully she learns the errors of her way before it's too late. If not, you don't need that kind of negativity in your kid's life." It sounds like OP's mom isn't willing to change, and OP's done a great job of keeping no contact for the whole year since the baby was born. OP, don't give in. This is your choice, your right to raise your child without toxic people around. I think you made the best choice you could, and keeping her out is the best thing you can do going forward. Did you know that every KCC video is uploaded in podcast form as well? You can search for Karma Comment Chameleon on every single major podcasting platform. Thank you for watching and listening. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow.